allow me to introduce our next speaker today, who is going to talk us about an important topic in this conference, and teacher professional networking and academic writing among others. He was founding editor of Journal of Education and Research published by Kathmandu University Schools of Education. He currently serves NILTA as its senior vice president as well as deputy editor-in-chief of the Journal of NILTA. Thank you.
Good afternoon. After a very beautiful presentation on motivation by Angela Madam, I think you feel more active, okay, energized to participate in a thematic session, okay. Yes, the technology sometimes doesn't help. We rely on it. If you see my slides on the laptop, they're beautiful like anything, but there it's not even easy to read. So I'll try my best to talk. Okay. Painting a picture of what kind of schools we have. I have got some sort of public school image, which is perhaps too negative, but this is what I got my research a while ago I did, where it was published. It was published in the British Council's publication, where Vaisaliji was, I think, coordinating the project. And then I talk about very simple thing. What is ELT? When we teach English, what do we teach? Ekdam simple question. If I go to an English class, what do I teach? I have many students from many places. Actually 3 districts, one from Tarai, one from hills, one from Himalayas. What happens there? I have some snippets, some pictures there. So you're not alone to have a difficult class. You're not alone facing a difficult English language lesson. Okay? Firstly, we don't trust our own English. And second, we have to teach English. Garu Sunday? Do you think so? Huh? You think so? We went to schools where our English was not well prepared. And I'm not including the posh schools like this, where, there's a different source of funding. There's different motivation to create this situation. Public places are public. And that's where we belong. If you look at the classrooms, there are problems. If you look at the resources, there are problems. And if you look at the students, there are problems. Before I go on, how long time do I have? Rudra sir, when do I finish? From now or when I started? Huh? From now. Okay, good. All right. So now let us see some pictures here. You have a classroom like this, some of you? A big classroom, many students, maybe no furniture. And then, 70, 80 students in the same class, one poor teacher there. How many of you have got more than 50 students in a class? Some of you. Okay. 40, 50 is actually considered the right size in a class, which is not. Okay? 24 is the ideal number. But, and then, and some schools have got 5, 10, 15. How many of you have lost children? Okay, some of you. Others come in between, I guess. They haven't met or you didn't get? Teacher's guide. You have? Okay. I think they have prepared up to grade 8. So tell your head teacher you should have one. 9 and 10 they are writing now. Okay, up to 8 I heard they have written. So please, and do Do you know where we can get the curriculum, the teacher's guides, the textbooks for free on the internet? Which website? CDC website. How many of you know CDC website? You know? Okay, good. Do you have extra practice books, dictionaries, and readers, stories and all, newspapers, old questions? Do you have all those things? You have? Very good. Okay. Now, libraries. How many of you have got libraries? Okay. Okay, the picture I have and your picture seems to be different. So you must be doing better. Okay? And students. And then, how many of them are on grade level? You know what that means? Grade level means, if I come to your school and go to grade 5, do you think these students really passed grade 4 or they came here without passing? That's the problem. So you go to grade 5 to teach English and their English is not after grade 4. Their English is perhaps somewhere 2, 1. We did one research in Dan, Bake and Salem, and we found out that less than 20% students were on grade level. Grade 8 could answer only questions of grade 3. And 4 could answer only answers to questions to grade 2. Because they are promoted without a pass. They are promoted. So the policy is a disturbance for us. And then they don't have that language skills, yes. And do they participate if you have a group work or pair work using English, or do they not? Some of them. At what class do they participate? Higher level? 9, 10. What about 3, 4? Do they ask questions on their own? Then, if an English teacher doesn't teach well, children never complain. Why? How badly you teach, they never complain. Because they can't speak English. How to complain? In Shakespeare's one of the dramas, there's a character, I forgot his name, Prospero or something. I think Kali something. He didn't know language, and another character taught him a language. After learning the language, he found out that he was a slave. He didn't know he was a slave until he had the language. Okay. Then when he came to speak language, then he knew he was a slave. Then he said, look, you taught me language, I'm going to course you in your language. So children should be able to fight with you, complain against you, quarrel with you, speak bad about you, only when they have English. Have you seen such situations? See? Father coming for raising the hand and registering the roll call for his child. So he is not absent from the class. Learning is something else. Okay? Now, how teachers feel in this situation? I don't know. If any of your feelings match, that's okay. If it doesn't also, that's okay. See? Sometimes I feel helpless as my teaching doesn't work. You teach and teach and teach and it doesn't work, results are not good. You feel helpless. What to do? Where to go? Do you feel that way? I trained one student through postgraduate diploma and she learned all the tricks that I can give from ELT. Okay? That I have brought from the UK. And then one day she comes and she sits down and she says, I want to talk to you. She says, but before the talk starts, she starts crying. Another thing is, in primary school, I'm everything. I teach Nepali, I teach English, I teach everything. That's the problem, okay? And I have to complete the syllabus. Learning is another thing. I have to finish the course. If you don't teach the last lesson, the head teacher will complain. But if the children have learned some things like greeting, thanking and all that, the head teacher will not thank you. It's negative, you know. Still, we dare to teach. यस्तो छ तर हामी पढाउँछौँ होइन? Okay, then why? Because we are the gardeners. We are the gardeners in the garden where these little flowers are going to shine like the sunflower. Okay, so the tops of the sunflower turn to the sun, children should turn to us. Some students have written memoirs about their teachers who taught them so well. So teach well, and then maybe you can answer questions like this. Let us do a little activity here. Mic please, how many mics are there? Microphones, how many? Look,
Teacher's poetry.
my teacher taught poetry.
Okay.
Very good. And when did you not enjoy your lessons?
I did not enjoy English classes when my teacher taught grammar.
Grammar, okay, yes, grammar. Grammar, yes. Nobody enjoyed that. Yeah, okay. But if you had questions, okay, Q&A. So if you have anything to write to me or call me, you can call me from 9 to 9, okay? 9 morning till 9 in the evening, no problem. So you feel free. All right, if you, yes, if you have questions, we can, do you want that?